Playdates, sleepovers, hangouts, parties. These are all things that your child will ask for at some point, or maybe have already been asking for, and you've been embarking on them. Um, and in some of these events, I know one question that people keep asking and wondering is that how do I protect my kids, or how do I tell if my kids are being abused at places that I let them visit? Well, if you're someone who want to raise a healthy, scot-free child, then stick around and you will learn more on how to identify early on signs on your kid in your kids if something is wrong and you need to look into that. So stay tuned. Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anita Adivie. I am a certified coach, a blogger, a YouTuber, and I am on a mission to undo the culture of silence and help people find the voice where there's been pain and help them rise above that pain and step into freedom and purpose. And I also seek to create awareness and educate on topics like sexual violence and mental health. As a survivor on these things myself, I share tips that help people and those who have trusted me with their stories, while also unveiling the things that follow these types of things and issues. So yes, there's something for everyone to learn. So go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're always aware when there's a new video. Without much ado, let's jump right into today's video. So as I mentioned earlier, today I will be sharing 3 quick tips with you on how to tell if there is anything going on with your child that you should be looking out for. I know these are things we don't want to think about, but we have to. Unfortunately, we have to. All right. We are committed to raise our children and protect them and protect their innocence. So it's up to you and I to do that. And this is why I'm doing this, to help you, share things that will help you in that journey. All right. So quick things to tell if there's something going on with your child and you need to pay attention. Number one, always observe for behavioral changes. This is one of the biggest signs that something is wrong or something is going on with your child when there is abuse. Kids suddenly change. A jovial child no longer wants to be jovial, doesn't want to be outgoing, doesn't want to visit certain people, doesn't want to talk to certain people. They stiffen up when certain people show up around them. Something is definitely wrong. Some of us, unfortunately, we yell at our kids, we call them rude, we call them, names when those things happen. But chances are that your child is suffering in silence and you need to look into that rather than call them names. So check for sudden behavioral changes, especially when it's stayed consistent and it's out of character for your child. And it can be anything from absolute silence and keeping away from people generally or specific people to things like outbursts of anger. Your child did not suddenly become rude. They're going through something and they're crying for your help. So look into that. Tip number 2 is ask lots of questions. When in doubt, ask questions. Now, this can be both a preventive measure as well as a quick corrective measure. And preventive in the sense that if there's nothing happening, just consistently having this habit would help you quickly uncover when there is something going on that you need to look into. So ask lots of questions. I must warn you though, as they get older, the questions will become annoying and pestering. I have been a teenager before and I work with teenagers. So I can tell you that after a while, you become very annoying and pestering. So you got to get creative with how you're asking the questions. All right. Ask about their day, ask about the hangout, ask about school. What did you do? Who was there? What did you find as fun? Was the games? What kind of games? Did they have fun? What was the most fun thing? And you want to take a conversational style and mood to, ask these questions. All right. You don't want to sound interrogatory. Go conversational, not interrogatory. They may ramble about different random things. The younger they are, the more they tend to ramble, but pay attention to what they're saying. Chances are that you may pick something, or sometimes kids kind of like test us with little things that they just throw out as jokes or questions, and sometimes they're just really checking for your emotions to see your reaction in those instances. All right. And one other question you can always ask is there anything you didn't like about going to this person's house or party, right? And sometimes that can be very leading to tell you anything that you need to know. And you always want to end the conversations with, you can always ask or talk to mommy and daddy about anything, all right? And same with school, all right? Ask them how school is. And when you're having these conversations, please give them full attention, all right? Tip number 3, listen to your gut feeling. If you sense that something is wrong, then something is likely very wrong. Listen to it, don't ignore it, all right? Don't be too quick to discard that nagging feeling just because you think it's someone you trust. Don't be quick to discarding that nagging feeling just because you think it's someone you trust. We have those feelings, instincts, especially mothers. We're very instinctive when things are going on with our children. So if you feel something is not right, don't ignore it, look into it. So these are the 3 quick tips that I wanted to share with you today to help you quickly identify if your child is already being abused, or something is going on that you need to pay attention to. This is definitely not an exhaustive list. We could never exhaust these things in one day, but it's a great 3 tips to consider and imbibe into your life and as you raise your child. Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, please don't forget to like, to share, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, take care. Thank you.